Welcome to BDO World Hockey. In this edition, we're in Changshu for the BDO Men's World Cup qualifying event. We meet Pakistan's Suhail Abbas at home in Rotterdam, and Argentina's Vanina Aneto talks about life after Las Leonas.
Just 6 months ago, it looked like this. Today, the new Borsteiner Hockey Park in Mönchengladbach is fully operational and ready to host the BDO Men's World Cup tournament in September. The magnificent purpose-built stadium will accommodate 14,000 spectators during the World Cup event. It was commissioned during a four-nation men's tournament last month. It stands as Europe's biggest and most modern hockey stadium. There are more than 9,000 permanent seats and capacity for 5,000 more temporary seats. There's also a second pitch, fully equipped with floodlights and seating for 850 spectators.
We have two pitches, two similar pitches. We have a very, very good floodlight with optimum of light for television. And we have good changing rooms, good facilities for doctors, for anti-doping and all these things you need for a good tournament.
And they're planning strong support for all the participating nations at the World Cup.
We want to have every day a day of a country, of a nation. We will have the Australian Day, the Netherlands Day, so that we work together with the embassy, with the tourist offices, and we hope to have there a lot of people, and we want to have music. We have special groups making music. We will have fan TV on this very good video wall, and a lot of other things we are planning just now. We have partnerships with schools so that every country will have a partner, so that if the Indians are here, there will be one school with 300 to 500 children that they will crying for India, and so we hope to find it for all the countries.
And the World Cup title sponsor is already well advanced with its planning.
When we started our negotiations with the DHB a year ago, we found that they came up with a very interesting initiative to prepare the ball boys and ball girls all over Germany for this World Cup. They made a selection, or have made, or will be making a selection of those who will be the boys and boy girls here. But we thought we should support that initiative. It's very, although we don't have a direct interest in the German league, but we have co-sponsored their shirts, and so that is a little bit of payoff to BDO. But we thought the initiative towards the youth, we have to support it as sponsor of the FIH and the DHB.
You can see details of the tournament at the World Hockey website by visiting worldhockey.org. Changshu in China was the venue for the BDO Men's World Cup qualifying event. 12 teams trying to secure the last 5 places in the BDO Men's World Cup to be played in Germany later this year. Amazingly, on the 8th day of an 11-day tournament, 11 of the 12 teams could still qualify. Belgium needed at least a draw with England to guarantee qualification, but England took the early lead through Matthew Daly. Belgium narrowly missed qualifying for the Athens Olympics and were desperate to draw level. But the English defence held firm to win the game and guarantee a top 2 finish and a place in Germany. Pakistan needed only a draw against Ireland and took the early lead through Dilawar Hussain. The Irish replied midway through the first half. And Stephen Butler's second goal gave them an unexpected lead. Pakistan equalised shortly after half-time through Rehan Butt. Canada's slim chance of qualifying was boosted when they took an early lead against Egypt. They got a second from a penalty corner. Egypt scored in the second half, but other results left both teams with no chance of making the finals. Japan and France traded goals in the first half of their game, with both teams still able to make the final 4 or the vital playoff for 5th place. The French showed plenty of flair to lead 3-2 at half-time. But Japan showed great spirit to equalise just after the break. They took the lead from a penalty corner. And they sealed the result in the final minute. The 5-3 win guaranteed them a chance to play off for fifth, although France was still in the race. Malaysia needed to beat New Zealand and started strongly. But the Kiwis equalised just 5 minutes later. They led 2-1 just before half-time. And they went 3-1 ahead just after the break. Malaysia made it 3-2 midway through the second half, but a defensive lapse gave New Zealand a fourth goal and a top four finish. The result guaranteeing New Zealand's top four place in the tournament and a ticket to the World Cup itself. Korea guaranteed their place with a win over bottom team China. They sealed the qualification with a goal in each half. Day 9 saw the last opportunity for Belgium and France. A win would offer a chance to play off for fifth. The loser would be finished. It was a tight affair, but Belgium took the lead in the 8th minute through Maxime Luyckx.
He wasn't taking the shot, it was the cross, and it's gone in.
France hit back with one of the goals of the tournament.
Jacquet, oh, beautifully worked. What a fantastic finish. An opportunist goal from Mathieu Deschamps.
1-1 at full time, it went to penalty strokes. And Belgium missed. Not once, but twice.
And saves it.
That left it to Frédéric Soyer.
Soyer!
France into the playoff for the 5th and final place at the World Cup. The equation was the same for Japan and Ireland, also looking for that final place in Germany. Japan took the lead in the 13th minute.
Yamabori goes direct.
Ireland had plenty of the ball, earning a penalty corner just before half-time.
Off the foot into the goals.
The pace of the game was raised in the second half, Japan breaking the deadlock in the 60th minute.
And eventually it goes in.
The 2-1 win putting Japan into the playoff with France for the crucial 5th place. England and New Zealand, already through to Germany, met in the first of the semi-finals of this event. The Kiwis first on the scoreboard through Simon Child.
Oh, spectacular from the goalkeeper. And eventually it goes in off Simon Child.
And Child was there again for New Zealand second.
Good first time drag. Childs and finishes it.
In the second half, England pulled one back through James Tyndall. But the Black Sticks were too strong, winning by 3-1.
Goes in.
Korea and Pakistan met in the other semi-final, both teams also already qualified for Germany. It was Korea who took the lead in the 45th minute.
And beautifully finished by Yun Hong.
And they made it 2-0 just 4 minutes later.
Still Kang. Nam, and beautifully finished by Lee.
Pakistan scored with 14 minutes remaining, but they couldn't force a second goal, leaving Korea to progress to the final. The last day of the tournament started with the play-off for third place between England and Pakistan, both keen to end the event on a winning note. It was England ahead just before half-time.
Tyndall!
They managed the second in the 48th minute.
Kirkham. Mantell.
But Pakistan hit back 2 minutes later to stay in the contest.
Come back on. Mudassar in the circle on his own. Finishes.
England sealed it with a penalty stroke from Richard Mantell to take third place in Changzhou. France and Japan were next on field. Their battle for 5th place in the tournament would also determine the last qualifier for the World Cup in September. With both teams focused on defending, it was a rare move forward that brought the opening goal.
Ito, loose ball, and finished with a flourish.
France drew level early in the second half.
Gaillard, loose ball, and finished off by Thomas Razan.
The decider came with 13 minutes left to play.
Akira Ito works to the baseline. Chance. Quick shot taken, but saved by the goalkeeper, not the second time. And the captain makes it a brace.
France threw players forward in the final minutes, but couldn't score. And so it was Japan who held on to take that final World Cup place, their players elated, while the French were left to lament what might have been.
Coming up on BDO World Hockey, the Nina Annetto on hockey and happiness.
The last game played in Changzhou was the tournament final, with New Zealand facing Korea. Both teams had already qualified for Germany, leaving them free of the earlier pressures. My co-commentator, Dutch coach Roland Altmans.
Sung Hong gets himself into trouble. Bevan Hari. Hopping Collier made good position. Has to be. Stevenson, fabulous piece of work off the Korean turnover. Lloyd Stevenson finishes it. New Zealand a goal up 17 minutes into the first half. Hopping spotted Collier, who'd made good position, and the Korean defence really has to do a bit of thinking about that. The marking was as loose as you could get.
That's a player who can play, well, depending a bit on what he's doing, but the next 10 years he can play for New Zealand, for sure, maybe even longer.
Burrows, Child, can he finish? Oh, can he finish?
And he does.
He certainly can finish. Simon Child gets his 5th goal of this tournament. Yeah, Phil Burrows did all the hard work. Child had to finish it though as the goalkeeper came out to him. Namlee, chance, time, shot. Kim, well wide in the end. Needed to test the goalkeeper or find a stick. Bevan Hari. Ooh. Oh, Stevenson was there and had his stick checked. Lloyd Stevenson on the pass in from Bryce Collins. Collins looked up, put it into Stevenson, who wore a stick check, and as a result has been told, you earned it, son. You go and take the penalty stroke. Puts it away, 3-0 New Zealand. Woon Yo, Kyung Kim. Yo once again works his way into the circle, gets the shot on goal, brings the save from Kyle Pontifex. Given a fair bit of space to get into the circle. Pontifex had it covered. Kim. Again, Bradley Shaw. Unfortunate disposal. Just lifted it up. Concedes the penalty corner. Kim the push out. Beautifully taken by Kang. Brings it back to 3-1. Seong Kang gets his first.
I think the Koreans will try to do everything to come even closer than the 3-1.
Ryan Archibald, 30 seconds remaining. Bevan Hari sprints forward. He wants to make it 4-1. Archibald says, let's just consider this, take our time. Still Archibald, ball on a string. Takes it to the baseline. Puts it back to Hari. On the reverse, hello. Let's make it 4-1. Bevan Hari. At the death. 4 goals to 1 to New Zealand. There won't even be time for the restart. Well, they scored one in the last minute of the first half and they've scored one in the last minute of the second. Terrific performance. New Zealand beat Korea to win the BDO Men's World Cup qualifying final by 4 goals to 1.
And now it's just total jubilation. We're over the moon. To come here and win a tournament, strong tournament. We're very, very pleased.
So the next goal, of course, is the World Cup, and of course there's a Champions Challenge coming up next year, and to get back into that top 6.
Yeah, I mean that's the goal when we go to World Cup. We'd love to be there in the medals, but at least in that top 6. That's where we feel we need to be to improve our hockey once again. So yeah, we're going to be training really hard over the next couple of months.
Well done, mate. Congratulations. Go and enjoy it.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers.
Hi, I am Saklan, the captain of Pakistan hockey team, and you are watching World Hockey.
After 14 years of international hockey, Argentina's Vanina Neto retired from the team they call Las Leonas. Her career spanned 3 World Cups, including the title in 2002, and 3 Olympic Games for silver and bronze medals. She played her final game in Rosario in 2004. On the same day, Sergio Vigil stepped down as Argentina's national women's coach, eventually to take on the role as men's coach. As Vigil returned to the game, so will Neto, but only at club level. These days, she's more than happy to devote time to her 2 children, Maya and Matthias.
Bien, la verdad muy bien. Todo el día cantando.
I'm singing all day, enjoying this moment very much. A lot more peaceful than with the other baby. I'm enjoying time with Maya, who's at the stage of monkeying around, dancing and soloing, and slowly growing up with Matthias. It's very nice. I'm getting to play a little bit of hockey again, gradually returning to my own life.
Vanina is also forging a new career in sports journalism for a local radio station. But it's her family that is most important to her. She's also returning to her San Fernando club team, but says she feels no pressure.
The
difference is that I don't have a time limit to be ready for playing again, since I'm coming back to the club and not to the national team. I'll be playing in a month, but after Maya, I went through a lot of pressure and strain in getting ready for the Olympic Games. This time I'm more at peace. If I feel like running, I go out and run, and if I don't, I'll wait another week. I will be playing again. For how long? All my life, I think. I'm coming back to First Division, and when I'm tired of nightly training sessions, I'll play in Fourth, or with the veterans. But I'll keep on playing hockey.
And she sees a bright future for hockey in Argentina.
Si alguien me hubiera dicho cuando tenía 17 años que me convocaban en la selección, bueno, me ponían a llenar cruces.
I see great possibilities in Argentinian hockey. If we studied the last 5 years, we'd see that there was a boom after the Sydney Games, and that Las Leonas had a great impact here. It's very common nowadays to find girls with a hockey stick. That any school, town or institute should now choose hockey as a sporting activity comes as no surprise.
The former star striker believes Argentina will remain strong in international ranks.
No solo de las habituales jugadoras que hacen magia, sino de todo el equipo.
The world still doesn't believe that 50% of our hockey is played on natural grass and dusty soil. And even so, we're still producing top-level players. Imagine in 10 years' time, if 20% of these people play on synthetic fields and are accompanied by sound management, Argentinian players will be unstoppable.
The Australian men hold top spot on the Sahara World Hockey rankings after their victory at the Champions Trophy event in Chennai. The Netherlands are second after reaching the final in Chennai and sit 111 rankings points behind Australia. Germany hold on to third despite finishing fourth at the Champions Trophy. Spain are fourth and within 71 points of third place. Pakistan remain fifth in the rankings and their Asian neighbours India are still sixth. Korea holds seventh place thanks to their top 8 Olympic finish, while Argentina are 8th. New Zealand are 9th, still holding points from their last Champions Trophy appearance in 2004, And South Africa round out the top 10 after their win at the Africa Cup. In the women's rankings, the Netherlands retain their grip on top spot. Pan American champions Argentina are in second place. Australia move up from 4th to 3rd after their silver medal at the Champions Trophy and their Oceania Cup title. Olympic champions Germany are number 4. China hold 5th after their bronze medal performance in Canberra, and New Zealand's win in the Champions Challenge keeps them in 6th. Korea are 7th in the rankings, ahead of Japan, who are 8th. England are currently 9th, and Spain round out the women's top 10. He is the world's best exponent of the drag flick.
Straight in.
Sohail Abbas played 224 games for Pakistan and scored 274 goals, a world record. Today he lives in Holland, playing and training with Rotterdam after retiring from international hockey in 2004 at just 27 years of age. He shares this house with his wife Najwa, their baby daughter Shanila, and other players from the Rotterdam club, including his former Pakistan teammate Wasim Ahmed. Their commitment to Pakistan remains strong. They helped organise a benefit match in Rotterdam after last year's devastating earthquakes, and the game raised more than €1 million for the relief appeal. There was criticism of Sohail in Pakistan after he retired, but he insists his heart is still in his homeland and he's prepared to return to the team.
I didn't say that I will not come back for the team. I just say that I am available for the major tournaments like World Cup or Champions trophies. But it's difficult in Pakistan because the system is very, very difficult because you have to play every tournament, not like Netherlands and Australia. Like if you need rest, okay, because it's my life. I will do what I like to do because my family is also with me, but nobody's understanding me there.
His powerful drag flick is the result of many hours of training and video analysis. It was developed by the man acknowledged as the master coach of the technique, Dutchman Toyn Sheepman, who describes Sohail as the world's very best.
Yes, I think so. And he also improved his drag flick by making a turn at the last moment. And I see all the flickers now making the turn at the last moment.
In Pakistan, there are not many coach. Even no one is drag flickers coach. But in '98 World Cup, Toyn Sheepman came to Pakistan and he coached us, but just for 1 week, and he tell us a lot of things, especially me. He tell me the foot and everything. But as far as the footsteps are concerned, he told me different footsteps. But afterwards, he said, "All right, it's your natural style. Do it yourself." But except foot, lots of things he teach me there.
The style is continually being refined, and Sohail admits he takes aspects of his technique from other players.
You can say it's a sort of a mixture, because at that time nobody is coaching, so I was learning some steps from someone, some stick grips from some player else, so it's a combination of all the players in the world.
And it requires a certain dedication. Sohail takes more than 1,000 drag flicks every week in addition to his normal team training sessions. Plus
exercise, hours and hours with video, analysing your movement, making corrections, doing it again and again and again.
For now, Sohail is happy playing club hockey in Rotterdam.
I like it here, and I'm also learning here because hockey is going up and up, and you have lots of new things, lots of clubs, lots of professional coaches. And the main thing what I like here is positivity. Everyone is thinking positive here. Like if you're playing for the club, they know that you're honest and you're working hard. And what I always say is if you work hard, you get what you deserve.
And for the happy family, Holland offers mutual admiration in this cultural exchange.
We learn a lot from them and they learn a lot from us. And it's good to see that club as Rotterdam, we can have those people here and learn from them as well.
Before we go, a look at the World Hockey calendar of major events. The Rabo Women's Champions Trophy is in Amstelveen in July, with the host nation defending their title against Argentina, Australia, China, Germany and New Zealand. And the Sahara Men's Champions Trophy will be played in Terrassa, with Spain hosting Argentina, Australia, Germany, the Netherlands and Pakistan. BDO presents the Men's World Cup in Mönchengladbach from the 6th to the 17th of September, and we go back to Spain from September 27th for the Samsung Women's World Cup in Madrid. And the United States women will host Argentina, Australia and the Netherlands in August. The four-nation invitation event will be played over 2 legs at the University of Maryland and at the National Training Centre in Virginia Beach. Coming up next month on BDO World Hockey, French star Frédéric Soyer and former Korean coach Kim Sang-royal, now in charge of China's men.